Hello. Um, so for my piece, I am going to do a bluegrass like folk tune called "Boil Them Cabbage Down," and the bluegrass is like a has an American like Americana roots to it, and the there's not many huge like technique differences between classical playing and like bluegrass playing. Oftentimes, bluegrass fiddle or violin players will be standing like within context of their band. Um, on that note of the violin versus a fiddle, when doing some research online, there was like a common joke that I kept running into that it's a violin when you're selling and a fiddle when you're buying it. Um, so and but a lot of the main differences come from the musical style. Obviously, like for the whole sound of the whole ensemble or whatever the case may be. But fiddle players within an ensemble or violin players within like an orchestra have different roles. And one example that I liked that I read was the violin is a singer in the context of an orchestra, and the fiddle player in like a bluegrass band lays down a more rhythmic groove and oftentimes will be like repeating a lick, which is you'll see in my piece once I play it. Yeah. So the piece is just a pretty traditional like bluegrass folk tune. It's like played a lot by bluegrass bands. I found some recordings by like a group with a someone on like a small drum kit, a violin, a banjo, and an acoustic guitar with a vocalist, and it was really pretty sounding, and it was nice. It was like a fast, upbeat tune. Um, uh, a way to like make a modification on this is that so the piece, I'm not playing it this way. It calls for, and you'll see once I like show the music in the document, like the first time it's played through, it calls for just on a single string, and then it goes into two on one string and zero on another to harmonize with yourself. And like for a lot of students um who are differently abled, that could definitely be an issue. And for all students, so I think like a modification we could make is to write this part out as like a duet, right? Because then that gets kids playing together, and they don't have to grasp onto this heavy concept. Like I tried it. Like it wasn't something we had done in class, and I tried it on my own, and it's just hard. Like it's a really difficult skill. So yeah. Yeah, they still use, at least in all the videos I was finding. I don't know if this is more modern playing. They still use the uh the rests, and I think maybe if you were to like find old recordings or old photos, maybe not, but at least in all the modern recordings I found, that was the case. And they one other big difference that I kept running into is they almost have like a rhythmic motion to their bow, right? Like you have a lot in at least from what my understanding is, you have a lot of markings for down bow and up bow in orchestra, but that's not so much the case in like bluegrass music. So the idea is like there's a lot of showmanship I think involved with that, and I don't know if that's something I'll be able to display in my recording, but I'll make an attempt to for sure. And yeah, let me just make sure I have everything here that I wanted to um inclusively. Yeah, so without further ado, I'm gonna end the video and then mesh them together then, but I'll be playing Boil Them Cabbage Down. Sorry, in our little demo on teaching the piece, it's simply done in like for bowing, down, up, down. So in an eighth and then 2/16. So. And then for fingers, we just go 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1 on A, on the A string, our third string. So. Like that. And it deviates a little bit at the end. We drop down to open on the A string and then 2/8 notes.